in Georgia, DA Fani Willis, can move ahead with her case against Donald Trump now that Nathan Wade, the special prosecutor she hired and an affair with, has been forced to resign. Meanwhile, here in New York, a judge delayed the hush money trial until at least next month, and far-left Congressman Adam Schiff, who wants to be senator from California, is not too happy about the delay.
There is a chance that he could evade justice by delaying justice. This is a tried and true tactic of Trump throughout his career.
Well, Fox News legal analyst Gregg Jarrett joins us now. I'll tell you, most Democrats over the weekend flabbergasted about what's taking place with the myriad of court cases with President Trump. Why are they so concerned about speed, Greg?
Well, because they wanted to interfere in the presidential election, benefiting Joe Biden and damaging Donald Trump. Doesn't seem to be working so far. You know, the Georgia case is illustrative. The judge found that both Willis and Wade engaged in the same wrongful, unethical conduct. Only one gets removed. That's self-contradictory. It's illogical. It makes no sense. And the judge said the appearance of impropriety remains, yet he hasn't fully resolved the ethical problem that violates Trump's due process right. You know, every defendant has a legal right to challenge the charges pre-trial. Schiff is wrong. That's not evading justice. It's exercising justice.
So let's talk about the Georgia case. Now they're going to challenge the decision by the judge. That could delay things more. For Willis, now she's going to be, if she stays on the case, which I imagine she would, she's going to have to keep a lower profile. But my sense is her ego won't allow it.
Yeah, it's a great question, Brian. You know, the defense is going to file for a certificate of review. The judge, McAfee, has 10 days to grant it or deny it. So, you know, this may not be over for Fani Willis. She's also facing at least 3 other investigations into misconduct. And surely there's going to be a bar review as to whether she should be suspended or lose her license. In the other investigation, she could actually be removed from office. I mean, I'll make a prediction here. With all of this coming at her, she may decide, oh, look, I'm going to give it to another prosecutor in the office. I won't actually try the case.
Right.
Not that she really has the chops to do that. If she thinks that's going to diffuse it, I doubt it will.
Right. I know they say Trump's lawyer said our first legal option is to ask the court to permit a pretrial appeal on the disqualification order. So let's go to New York. They got thousands of pages dropped off, dropped off from the Southern District of New York. And Alvin Bragg came out and said, all right, if you guys want 30 more days to look at it, I understand. They got it recently. But, Greg, what are the chances of a lot of that material working for the defense and against the prosecution, being that this case was not brought forward prior to Bragg coming forward?
Well, you're absolutely right. This has the stench of partisanship. And Alvin Bragg, the DA, actually joined Donald Trump in asking for a delay, which was caused by federal prosecutors who withheld, I think the number is roughly 73,000 pages of relevant documents withheld for a full year. I'm betting that within those thousands of pages, there is some exculpatory evidence, because remember, Bragg's predecessor refused to bring charges. Federal prosecutors looked at this and said, there are no crimes here. And even the Federal Election Commission looked at it and said, you know, hush money is not a crime in exchange for a non-disclosure agreement, and it is absolutely not an illegal campaign contribution, which Bragg now claims.
And what you told me last time is the statute of limitations should have been up. They extended it, and they should have been charged as a misdemeanor. They made it a felony. So good luck with that. That's how you want to take down the first former president ever to be indicted, and that was the first one to actually file charges. So best of luck with your great witness, Michael Cohen, who's known for one thing, he admits it, to lying, and then takes back what he actually admitted to. Thanks so much, Greg. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, Brian.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.